Nick Byer, welcome to Pocket News for Friday, the 16th of September. Today on the show, Disney is out and Geralt is in your mail. Alright, here's what's been making headlines, and first up, former Disney Infinity devs have found a new home in augmented reality. It is as we feared. They now think that's the real world. They'll be pooing in toilets that aren't there. Overnight, an AR tech company called Cast AR announced the formation of Cast AR Salt Lake City, a new development studio focused on mixed reality gaming. The team will be comprised of talent who were previously at the now defunct Avalanche software, though there wasn't room for all 100 plus Avalanche team members. The team will obviously be working on AR titles, but they've yet to announce their first project. I would like to request these former Disney devs create an AR version of Bambi so I can shoot a deer in my living room without having to clean up the mess this time. This news comes as Disney continues to downsize its gaming teams. Disney has laid off 250 employees, mostly from the consumer products and digital media division at their Washington studio. Around half of these people were working on video games, including the Marvel Avengers Alliance mobile game. In removing support for the Avengers Alliance, Disney has now stepped away from games altogether, though it will continue to license out its products to third-party developers. Moving on, and South Park: The Fractured Butthole has been delayed. Ubisoft announced that the game will no longer be launching on the 6th of December this year, but rather the much more ambiguous first quarter of next year. A blog post explains that, quote, the development team wants to make sure the game experience meets the high expectations of fans, and the additional time will help them achieve this goal. Gotta balance out those fart mechanics. And speaking of quantum breaking wind, Remedy Entertainment has announced they are done with single player experiences, at least for now. A combined statement from game director Mikhail Kassurinin and creative director Sam Lake said that the studio is headed for cooperative play. They said that, quote, the single player experience has always been an important focus for us. Yes, it has. And that is the only thing I love about your games. But go on. At the same time, we wanted to challenge ourselves to find ways to expand these elements to include cooperative multiplayer. But why? We want our stories to be shared and elevated through players' cooperation. We believe that a multiplayer experience combined with Remedy's unique world building provides an exceptional environment for that. Or it does the exact opposite, where your idiot friend just shoots you in the back or runs around in circles like the idiot he is, breaking all sense of immersion. Of course, in this scenario, I am the idiot, so I have to say I find this a little disappointing. Alan Wake was such an interesting and powerful game because you were in it alone. It was captivating and all-encompassing, and if someone else had been there, it totally would have changed the experience. Not that I wouldn't have had as much fun. I mean, it is fun running around with idiots that you know. But I wouldn't have connected with the story as much, and I doubt I would look back on the game so fondly. Plus, everything's multiplayer. Be different. And look, I don't want to just restrict Remedy Entertainment to make Alan Wake games for the rest of time, but if they could just make Alan Wake games for the rest of time, I would really appreciate it. But apparently multiplayer works because the Battlefield 1 beta set a new EA record. According to the publisher, over 13 million people went for pleasant horsey rides across Xbox One, PS4, and PC. That's incidentally the same number of people who were killed by the armored train, if their infographic is to be believed. So there you go. We all died on a horse from a train. Don't get that in Alan Wake. This was EA's biggest beta in history, and it ran surprisingly well for the week it was up. The full game launches on October 21st. And finally, there's a new trailer for COD. Hopefully this one survives the onslaught of downvotes. The story trailer shows an angry Jon Snow trying to take over Earth. Oh, how the tables have turned, Jon Snow. There's also an Aussie lady.
That kind of choice, you have no place being in command.
It's nice to know Australians will still be around in the future. All right, now it's time for Thing of the Day. 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 Geralt of Rivia has felled great beasts, conquered lands, known love in all its forms, and now he's a postage stamp. CD Projekt developer Damien Monier showed off the new Polish stamp on Twitter. Thing of the Day. Thing of the Day. Alright, that's it for Pocket News today. My Pocketeers, get hyped for the live 10th episode anniversary. GG, with 10 years, we did it. Episode 7:30 p.m. ABC 2 next Tuesday. Live 10:30, except 3 hours before that. GG, 10 years p.m. Those were all the words that were written down, just kind of in a different order. Also, this afternoon on our YouTube channel, Ask Pocket, where I become an internet matchmaker. And let me know in the comments what you're going to be playing this weekend and why it's the BioShock Remastered Collection if you want someone to be scared underwater with, and join the Pocketeers Facebook group and Steam group. There are links to everything I just said in the description below. Today's Thing of the Day graphic was made by Chris Tabone, pushing us ever closer to the inevitable copyright strike from Cold Chisel. Until we next assemble next week, my Pocketeers, Nick Boy out. Got weird. Through pass. Go, Johnny. Go, Johnny. Go, Johnny. Yes! Yes! Yes!